The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Rivers on first down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Second down and goal. Rivers in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Big third down stop. I can almost hear that defense saying, go ahead, go for it, try it, try it.
You see that swagger out there, don't you? You see him saying, yeah, go ahead and give it one more shot. But I think if you're the head coach in this situation with you having the ball, just tip your cap to the guy on the other side and say, okay, you got me this time. Kick the field goal. We'll see you the rest of the game.
Well, if they would go for it and not get it, though, the other offense would have a long way to go in the other direction. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
16 yards, a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. From 21 yards away, and the Raiders have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they've peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, Rivers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now Rivers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Rivers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Third and goal for Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Dancing to his left. Taylor hit. He lost the football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Man open left side is Brown. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 96 yards, and the Raiders have retaken the lead. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and talk again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, 54 yards. And the Badgley on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carr over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Carr. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. He's going to float this. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown. As the first half is winding down, and the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get them one closer.
Chargers 23, Raiders 20.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half, Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Carr. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Carr now on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 27, Chargers 23.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Black 11! Left!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Benjamin with it over the middle. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Set! Black 15!
Check 55, Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Black!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Check it back.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, now Carr. Incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon for the 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On the sneak, Rivers. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A first throw here for the backup, Taylor. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Taylor to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
From the gun, Rivers. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now Gordon on first down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Slam. Hey, go orange. Orange. Wait, 80 hot.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers throwing the out route and complete. It's Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Shift. Left. X3. 218, chopper. No. 0.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A 2-yard touchdown run, and the Chargers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Raiders take over. We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
Down. 180. Raider 2.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Carr. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 58.
Carr to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and he is all the way up past the 25.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set. 390.
Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
Split.
On first down, Gordon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, no.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls.
In the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving a show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know